Yo, what's going on, guys? It's GB Smokescreen here. We are back for a brand new video. This is going to be the start for a brand new series that I am making called, to the best that I can name it, is called Hated Deck Gameplay, I guess, or it'd be Inexperience, or so, I don't know. Anyway, basically how this series is going to work is just like I'm going to be playing decks that I never really took the time to learn, or decks that I just straight out hate, even if it's a deck I know how to play. Anyway, so these decks are just decks I just don't like anymore, or I just grew out of it. So you know what? That's basically how it's gonna work, and everything. I'm gonna be showing at least maybe every new episode of this series is going to be a new deck, and every time I'm going to be showing at least probably 1 to 2 duels on each video, depending on how long the first one goes. And then I would pretty much tell you guys, and basically those 1 to 2 games will always be the very first and the second game I've ever played with each deck. All right, I'm not gonna off camera and everything. I'm not gonna show you guys me playing the deck after I played 10 games with them already. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna show you my very first impressions on the deck of me playing them. So that's basically how it's gonna work. So as you can see by the title, we are going to be playing some true Dracos, and this is probably my number. And what better way to start off this series than with my #1 hated deck? So this deck I absolutely hate. Now I haven't learned anything about this deck, and everything. Now I didn't know anything about this deck. I don't know how to build them and everything. So basically, what I did, I just went on YouTube and everything, and looked up gameplays, looked up deck profiles to at least get an idea on how they're built and how they're made. And this is basically what I put together myself. And anyway, one thing I do know for sure is that this deck is not completely dead, just because even though they lost Masterpiece and everything, because Masterpiece, they didn't really need Masterpiece in order to be competitive, and everything. But they got Dynamite back, so they have more trap card. They can now search their trap cards more consistently. They can search their spells more consistently. Now they have Ignis Heat back to 3, and then they also have Majesty Maiden as well at 3, so they can search their monsters. Now, if you want to really hurt this deck, in my personal opinion, this is what gets hit. This Disciples is what's gotta get hit, in my personal opinion, because this card, I feel like in my opinion, in order for a deck to be good, one quality that they need to have is recyclability. All right, they need recyclability in order to actually be a one of the strong decks. And this is the only card that True Draco and Disciples is the only card that True Dracos have that gives them that recyclability. So I feel like if this card went to 1, if this card went to 1 and your opponent got rid of this card, then you would have no way of recycling it back unless you played a card like Jar of Avarice in your deck. But that's basically my personal opinion. And especially you have that 1 Disciples in your deck, and then you play Pod of Desires, and you banish that 1 Disciples, you have no way of recycling your cards. So that I feel like is. And you already can't recycle Diagram. You already can't. Alright? I mean, sure, Tyraform can just, search it out and everything, but, you know what? If this card's hit in the grave, you have no way of getting it back. You got no way. So, anyway, that's basically what I personally feel for the deck and everything. You could disagree. If you disagree with me on that logic, then go ahead. I mean, the deck already has a lot of draw power and everything, so, if you got rid of the recyclability, then that's basically what hurts them the most. Anyway, enough rambling and everything. I'm going to get right into my very first game with this deck, alright, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so here we are in the very first game of the True Dracos. Now let's see how this goes. This might go very poorly. And he allowed me to go first. I saw that. That's very nice. Alright. You two. Okay, so let's see. We have tenacity. This will search it out. This search out a monarch spell trap, right? Yeah, it does. So this will help us search out Stormforth. Because we can reveal Ignis. But you know what? I don't really need that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually activate this. I'm gonna pop the tenacity in my hand. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and search out like a spell or a trap or something. I don't know. Let's just grab like maybe Apocalypse or let's see. This search out spells. This searches out monsters. Then yeah, let's just get Apocalypse, I guess. So we'll set it down, and then I don't have a reason to use it yet. So you know what? Let's just pass it. Okay, so I feel a little bit bad just because, like, you know what, it is True Dracos, and True Dracos is a pretty nasty deck. And I'm versing Lunalights, so that's a pretty interesting interaction. Let's see how this goes. Alright, at the moment he uses Polymerization, I'm just going to activate Apocalypse and go for a Tribute Summon. And the moment he does it. Alright, and I'm going to probably summon my Ignis Heat, just because I need to get to my spells. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Let's see. So he's got Chick. I'm going to let him do that. Oh, wait. He sent Panther Dancer. No, I don't want... No, I don't really want him to do that. So, activate effect, tribute summon. I'll summon my Ignis Heat by tributing the Apocalypse. And then Apocalypse can pop Chick. So, yeah, I didn't want him getting away with that. And if he goes for the effect, and if he goes for like any kind of card effect or anything, I can just put down a continuous spell to my field. But that doesn't really matter because we got Disciples now. So what we can actually do is I can actually let's see. We got Tenacity and Grave, we got that. We got things. So what we can do is I can actually... Is this card sent from the spell trap card to the graveyard? Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to use this and then activate Diagram to pop the Disciples. And then I'm going to add myself maybe Heritage. And then get that free draw. So pop that, grab Heritage, and then Disciples can pop his back row. He's going to go for the Compulse. That's perfectly fine. I get to activate my Warrior now, and I can just place Disciples onto my field. Alright. Now I can actually activate my Heritage. And then if I have 3 in my grave... Target 3 in your graveyard. Oh no, that's for the during your main phase. Oh, okay, no, that's a tribute effect. That's asking. So I'll use the Heritage effect in order to draw a card. Then we can go for the Pod Duality and get nice more searching. So let's see. I kind of want the Pod Desires. So you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. We're gonna go for the Pod Desires. That's not going to help, but Dynamite might. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to... Let's see, we have Ignis Heat, we got Dynamite, we got Maiden, so we don't really need to summon Maiden. So what we're going to do is I don't have any of my traps. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to summon Dynamite, actually. Yeah, get rid of Heritage, summon that. Heritage, I don't need to use the effect for, but I can use Disciples' effect. Yeah, you can activate Disciples effect to shuffle all these back into our deck, and then we can get a free draw. And we drew into Apocalypse. That's really good. What did I lose, by the way? I lost both my diagrams. That sucks. But you know what? That's fine. We can set that. Go to battle. And attack. Alright. And then, you know what? To follow it up, this would be a dick. Just go for the domain. And then you can't do anything. So... yeah, this is a really cunty deck. It really is. All right, he can't make any. He really can't really do much. Well, actually, no. Now he can. Just let's see here. Dynamite. So yeah, I can use a Dynamite's effect, and I can set return. So yeah, let's set return. Do I want to set it or? No, let's just put it on the board. It activates it anyway. So you know what? We'll just activate our return. Okay, so what he can actually do is he can actually summon his chick, and then he can actually use its effect to send Panther. So he's going to send Panther. I'm going to activate Apocalypse and activate its effect now. Destroy and reduce attack now. I'm going to tribute summon. Nope. I'm going to tribute summon. I'm going to summon the Ignis Heat. And then Apocalypse will pop the chick. Do I have a chick? No, it's not. It's asking me for the second effect. Yeah. So he can't summon from his extra deck. That's... he wanted to use Rabbit's effect to bounce my domain, and then he could actually do something. But the fact that I got rid of his check, so he doesn't have any other Lunar Lights on his board. So let's see. So what I can actually do now is I actually can tribute my return. I can actually tribute my return from the Maiden, and then I can... yeah, so tribute the return, summon the Maiden. Return can pop that. Then I have 3 in there, right? No, I don't. But you know what? Doesn't matter. It's game anyway. Alright. So first game went pretty well. This was a little bit unfair because of domain, but you know what? Okay, but that's what it's like when you just drop a HDG down there. Let's ask for a rematch. Yep, he wants a rematch. Alright. I feel a little bit mad. I feel bad for him. I'm just gonna tell... okay, I'm gonna tell him, first time using this deck, by the way. Don't know nothing. Okay. Let's see here. I don't need this, so I might just, terraforming, grab diagram, and then I'll just pop this out of my hand, because I honestly don't need it. So, or maybe not this, or maybe I could just pop the Disciples in my hand. Doing pretty good with it for your first time, then. Thanks. Alright, we can use this. We can use this to pop. Oh, okay, I thought I hit the wrong card. Okay, so yeah, we can use it to grab Heritage. I'm going to grab Heritage just because we can get an extra draw off it. And then the Disciples can pop his back row. What is his back row? Reincarnation Dance, okay. That's the first time I've actually seen someone actually use that. So I can use Heritage effect to draw an extra card. We drew another diagram, that's really good. So I can actually activate the second diagram and then pop the Heritage to add myself maybe a Maiden, or no, maybe not a Maiden, but I need a spell. Or, yeah, let's just grab the Disciples, why not? So, we can do that, then Heritage can pop that, and then we can actually, should I just normal? Yeah, I'm just gonna normal this, because it's a nice little beat stick. And then I can just attack with it. And then we can just set everything. Set everything and turn. This goes back to my hand. And that's fine. Alright, so okay, so let's see. What kind of cards do we have in here? We can't recycle this with disciples. I know that. Or maybe we can. I'm just wrong, but I don't know. It doesn't say True Draco on it, so he's gonna Night Beam on my Apocalypse. That sucks. I kind of want to keep that because that was my freaking chick. That was my chick disruption. But alright, it's whatever. So he's gonna set that. Imagine that being a blue cat. So let's see here. We got Heritage. What I can actually do is I can actually activate the Heritage. And then I can normal the Ignis Heat. I do not want to use Disciple's effect. I will use Heritage's effect, though, in order to draw another card. We drew a Return. That's really good. And then we can set that. I might pop the Heritage, honestly. Or maybe I might pop Return. You know what? I'm gonna pop Return. I'm actually gonna pop the Return to grab Disciples, and then I can go ahead and shuffle some more cards. So that's gonna pop the blue. That's gonna pop that. I imagine it being a blue cat or not. Then I can use Disciples to shuffle some more cards. So let's see. I want one of the Disciples back at least, and then the Return Heritage can stay in there for all I care. Let's just shuffle the other Disciples in. Let's see. I can get the effect of all. Okay, and we drew another. Monarch Interrupt, so that's really good. So yeah, I think I'm good with this. So let's just attack for the 27. Okay. Main phase 2. I'm just gonna. Should I just activate the interrupt? Nah, I'll save it. I'll save the interrupt for now. So let's see what he got. Okay, I see the. I guess he just didn't get a good hand. So let's go for duality, tenacity, that, and the Monarch Stormforth. Let's see. I don't have a. Well, this can search out. Let's see here. I might just go for Monarch Stormforth. Yeah, let's get Monarch Stormforth. We can activate the diagram to pop the interrupt in our hand. Grab Dynamite. Activate Stormforth. Normal summon. Use opponent's monster. Yes. Distribute that. And then we can go for game. HDG. Bad hand, I guess. Alright. Alright. So yeah, that's basically... Alright, so the True Draco deck didn't go too bad. Honestly, I feel like I played them very well. So I think I did pretty well with them, just keeping the recycles in circulation and everything. So I don't know. You guys let me know. Any of you True Draco players out there, let me know how you guys think I did on the deck, because I think I did pretty good. So, well, anyway, that's gonna be all for now. Let me know what you guys think of this series. I think I might do Trick Stars or something next, but you know what? Who knows? Yeah, it might be Trick Stars next, but that deck is gonna. I don't know. I'm probably gonna flunk a lot on that deck, but anyway, that's gonna be all for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys are new, please subscribe, and also like the video. And that's gonna be all for now, and I will talk to you guys all later. Goodbye.